Hello, welcome to ATG 4950. During product design and development, design engineers will be looking for competing products or competing companies in the market. Engineers can conduct what we call competitive analysis. A competitive analysis is a strategy where you identify major competitors and research their products, sales, and marketing strategies. By doing this, you can create solid business strategies that improve upon your competitors. In addition, you can change the design, the features for your product to compete in the market. Competitive analysis can help in learning the ins and outs of how your competition works. The analysis can identify potential opportunities to outperform competition. It also enables the company to stay at top of industry trends and ensure the product is consistently meeting and exceeding industry standards. It helps in identifying the product's unique value proposition and what makes your product different from competitors, which can inform future marketing efforts. The competitive analysis will enable you to identify what your competitors is doing right. This information is critical for staying relevant and ensuring both your product and your marketing campaigns are outperforming industry standards. The information will tell you where your competitors are falling short, which helps you identify areas of opportunities in the marketplace and test out new, unique marketing strategies they haven't taken advantage of. You can learn through customer reviews what's missing in a competitor's product and consider how you might add features to your own product to meet those needs. And that will reflect in the design stage or the design phase. Competitive analysis can provide a benchmark for the company to measure their own growth. By performing a competitor analysis, you will be able to identify gaps in the market, develop new products and services, uncover market trends, and market and sell more effectively. There are certain steps that you can use to conduct competitive analysis. First, you need to figure out who you are really competing with so you can compare the data accurately. What works in business similar to yours may not work for you or for your product. You can divide your competition to direct and indirect. Direct competitors are business that offer a product or service that could pass as similar substitute for yours and that operate in your same geographic area. While indirect competitors or a competitor is the one that provides products that are not the same but could satisfy the same customer needs or solve the same problem. When comparing your brand, you should only focus on your direct competitors. Second, you need to determine what products your competitors offer. You want to analyze your competitors' complete product line and the quality of the products or services they are offering. You should also take note of their pricing and any discounts they're offering customers. The third step is to research your competitors' sales tactics and results. In this step, you need to identify the competitors' sales process, the channels they use to sell their product, and active partners. In addition, you need to look at their revenue and any discounts on the product. You need to know if they are expanding or scaling down. In the fourth step, you need to look at your competitors' pricing and the perks they offer, which will assist in correctly pricing your product. If you feel your product offers superior features than that of the competitors, you might consider making your product or service more expensive than industry standards, or offer less and charge less. In the fifth step, you need to ensure you are meeting competitive shipping costs. Lots of customers might cancel their order due to the cost of shipping. Nowadays, free shipping is a major perk that can attract consumers to choose one product over another. The sixth step is to analyze how your competitors market their products. Analyzing your competitor's website is the fastest way to capture their marketing efforts, and make sure to take a note of any of the specific tools or techniques used to market their product. Take a note of the content and the frequency used to market the product. The seventh step is to learn the technology stack your competitors use. Understanding what types of technology your competitors use can be critical for helping you or your own company reduce friction and increase momentum within your organization. For example, using a good customer management system. The eighth step is to analyze the level of engagement on your competitors' content, such as providing feedback, reviews, comments, sharing links, and posting links or likes. The ninth step is to observe how competitors promote their marketing content, or what kind of keywords they are using, which social media platforms they are targeting, and who's referring traffic to their website. Which leads to the 10th step, which is observing their social media presence, strategies, and the go-to platforms. In the last step, you need to learn about your competitors' strengths. What are their strengths? What are their weaknesses? What are the opportunities and the threats, through performing a SWOT analysis for them. And that will assist you in understanding what kind of opportunities you can use to get into the market and compete with their product. Based on an article published by David Ecker in Net MBA, competitive and market analysis will provide information about the following dimensions. We will know what's the market size for our product based on current sales or potential future sales. The market growth rate can be identified using historical data for similar products. The market potential profitability can be used to attract potential investors. The information can be used to determine industry cost structure by identifying the value-added activities within the system. The analysis will be useful in understanding existing options of distribution channels and how direct they are to the customer. It will assist in identifying new distribution channels that can offer opportunity to or opportunities to develop competitive advantage. The analysis will help in understanding the changes in the market and the influence of the changes on different market segments. Those changes will be captured in design changes through adding or adjusting product features and functions. In addition, the analysis will assist in identifying the key success factors to compete in a global aggressive market. As a note, the market growth does not predict important turning points. The growth drivers, such as demographic information, is a better indicator. The market growth rate can be predicted by constructing a product life cycle curve. The curve will indicate the different stages, including the maturity and the decline stages of the product, and that will help you in releasing the next product that will take over the market from the previous product. The key success factors that we talked about are the elements necessary to achieve the marketing objectives, such as the access to essential unique resources, the ability to achieve economics of or economies of scale, access to distribution channels, and technological progress. Michael Porter devised a useful framework for evaluating the attractiveness of an industry or market. Since published, it has become one of the most popular and highly regarded business strategy tools. This tool is very helpful in understanding the forces in your environment or industry that can affect your profitability. It helps you adjust your strategy accordingly. For example, you can identify threats of substitution and adjust your product to include more features and functions, or to reduce or eliminate these threats. This framework is known as Porter's 5 forces. The forces coming from the buyer power, the forces coming from the supplier power, the barriers to entry, threats of substitute product, and rivalry or competition among firms in the industry. The first force analyzes the buyers to identify if they have the power to drive prices down. This force can be determined by the number of buyers and the size of their orders. Another thing to consider: if the company loses a buyer to a rival or to a competition, what will be the cost associated with that loss? The buyer might be strong enough to dictate terms in the company. For example, if the buyer was Walmart, then Walmart can dictate the buying conditions and terms. The second force analyzes the supplier power, which determines if the supplier will have the power to control and increase prices. It can determine potential suppliers, their products, and how expensive will it be to switch a supplier. The more suppliers you can identify, the easier to identify a cheaper alternative and switch from one to another. The third force is the barriers to entry, which will analyze the ability of other companies to enter the market and to take a share of that market. This analysis will help in identifying the cost of losing part of the market to a new entry. In addition, it will help in developing strong and durable barriers to entry through strong products and tightly regulated sector of industry. The fourth force is the threat of substitution, which will analyze the likelihood of your customers finding a replacement for the product or the service you are providing. For example, substituting an expensive software with a contracting company that will do the same job but cheaper. The fifth force analyzes the competition among firms in the industry. This analysis will identify the number and the strength of competition or competitors. In addition, it will compare the quality of the competitor's product compared to yours. Where competition is intense, companies can attract customers with aggressive price cuts and high-impact marketing campaigns. Also, in markets with lots of competition, your suppliers and buyers can go elsewhere if they feel that they are not getting a good deal from your company. Industry cost structure determines value-added and non-value-added activities to isolate the cost. Porter's value chain model is a tool that is used for determining the cost structure. It shows the value-added activities and their supporting activities. The cost structure can assist in formulating strategies to develop a competitive advantage based on the system activities. That will be all for this session. As we looked at, you can see that researching the market can assist in the design phase and in adjusting your product features and functions. If you have any questions or concerns, please let me know. Thank you and have a great day.